guys, welcome to today's video. I am doing a get ready with me. I'm gonna be talking about the holiday season that we just finished, right around, we just finished Christmas and New Year's, so I am gonna start talking about those. I'm not testing anything new today. I'm just diving into my favorites. So yeah. I am going to dive in. I'm going to do my eyes first. So I'm going to dive in and then it's my Natasha Denona BB palette. I'm going to use that as the base palette for now. For base, everything. And then I'm probably going to go into our other palettes I own. Okay, so I am going to go into my MAC paint pot, wherever it is. On this. Oh, there you are. When you have a lot of makeup on, like my table right now, like needs to get clean and organized. So let's get started. I'm gonna go into my BB palette here. Gonna go with I am gonna go with my MAC brush 217, I think it is. 217? No, it can't be. 224. So the last, okay, so when you work in retail, you're superstitious when there's a full moon. Okay, so customers ask us really stupid questions, act bizarre type things, so yeah. I haven't really encountered too many this last year. I was kind of lucky, but again, it's like I'm used to it. At this point, I'm like, okay, whatever. There's definitely a full moon coming. Like, when you've been around, like, I've been doing my job for almost 10 years, so I kind of like, oh god, here we go again. And then adding a full moon and then Christmas? Christmas is like one of the worst holidays to work, okay? I swear to God, people just act stupider right around holiday time. I'm like, and then of course, right now we're having a lot of shorts. Everything's getting shorted, everything's getting throttled, and whatever all. And then things getting shorted, it's not our problem. I mean, we've been having a lot of shorts for the last few months here. With a lot of our brand, like the suppliers that bring in the stuff for us, supplier issues, all sorts of things. So it's not really our fault type thing. And some of the stuff we've been having issues since the get-go. Like, well, do you guys have any more of this? Like, no, we got shorted, we got shorted, we got shorted, we got shorted, we got shorted. And then all sorts of things. I'm like, and then there's certain things that we carry this year. No, we carried last year. We're not carrying this year type thing. It's not a big deal. Okay, that. Like me being the most senior person, been doing my job for the longest time. I kind of answer these questions, not a problem. So, fast forward like a week before Christmas. I am what color am I on? So do I go with the Biba or my yellow palette? Or should I go with the retro? I'm gonna go with retro here for a second. So because back in November we had lots of rain and caused a lot of flooding, so that caused a lot of issues with a lot of our stocking. Well, not so much our store, but bringing supplies in. So then we will, because everything's been delayed because of that. You were busy trying to get things in better shape, blah blah blah, trying to get things organized. And then this time, like for me, it's like our store, my manager and I decide like, because some things we get bringing that ships in from Alberta. So between the two of us, we kind of discussed it like, okay, we don't really need it, but we do need it, but we could just try and hold it off until like January for certain things. Don't mind my coffee cup, my coffee. So yeah. So let me get back on track where I'm talking about holiday season, and so I am. So it was just, I think I want to say a few days before, like it was like a few days or before Christmas, and I'm going into the Quio marker pen to line my eyes. So this dude walks in, so I carry Alpine bread. It wasn't me who encountered this customer. I think I might have been in the back, in the break, on a break, or I was somewhere. I was not in the department. I was like, must be like in the freezer or something. I can't remember exactly what it was. And when the guys came up to me, like, Ashley, you just missed it again. Like there was something else that happened I completely missed. I'm like, okay, what am I missing now? I'm like, okay. Dude walks in, feeling our Alpine bread. He's like, oh, can I get a fresh one? Him and the other girl were like, these are fresh right here. I'm going to have to Bite Beauty Primer for Cage Maker or normal to dry skin. I'm running low on this one and same. I ran out of my Tatcha, so I'm not too sure which one I want to purchase. It might, see, almost feel the same. So, and then I'm gonna go with the Impossible Primer too. So he feels this bread, like the way he described it, he was like, frick. He's like, oh my goodness, I'm calling the blanket what you call him, but he was like, he's like touching it, like being creepy, and then he was like, they're like, girls, like, oh, we got this is today's bread right here. You want? I said, I want the one from the back. And then they're like, okay, whatever, like, you know, this is the same. They're wanting, like, when people custom for me, like, I'll just go grab it from the back, cause that's the way I am, like, here we go. But he insisted, they're like, in my opinion, I'm going with the bounce. And with a little bit of Shiseido. And then I got this mixer tool here, which needs to clean. So most customers, if you have one the same out there type thing, some of them you can get away with it. Some of them you're like, you can just give it to them and they can just leave you alone and walk away. So then the customer went and grabbed Cam, or my store manager, my store manager. And they're like, I guess yeah. But it's like, apparently he's like peering around the corner, staring at my two employees creepily, and then hoping that they'll get in trouble for not getting the bread. And they're all like, can't we? Or he went and touched both of them like this. It looks at them both. It's exactly the same. Like, I know. And he was like, okay, just give it to him. Some customers are just strange. They're just like really like, oh my goodness. Some people are like, okay. And then some people are like, and of course, the one thing that drives absolutely all this batty is the fact that people get stuff from a bulk bin and then they change their mind and they walk away. And then they just leave the bags, or they see something, they get the stuff off the shelf, and like, and then we have to click. That's the most irritating part, is the amount of stuff that customers that dump stuff in our department and they change their mind and then they walk away, or they put the bag down and that's something else, and then we have to come back and clean it up and toss it out. They're like, really? Like, apparently during like the Christmas, I happened being in a graveyard and my crew were like, he's stressful to work with through the day. Oh, him? Yeah, okay, like, he's just being himself. He can't handle pressure very well. That's why initially I want to be on day shift, but no one else wants to pull the graveyard. That's why me and my other coworker had to go on it. Like, lucky that we hadn't had a power outage in this time frame, because last year we had a power outage and that sucked. But we did actually have a power outage earlier, a few days ago. But I was not on the shift. I was not on the clock. Like, thank freaking goodness. I was actually at home. I am going to go to the Physicians Formula butter bronzer. So yeah, that was, so it wasn't nothing too much, but I seen, like, I was on cash too, all a bit here too, because of we were doing health and safety, all that stuff too, and then been pulled out of there too. Like, me doing health and safety is the easiest shift for me. Like, it's easy, yes, but like easiest shift for me. Like, if I need to do something different or hop out of there and do something else type thing. So yeah, I want, so at New Year's, like, I've noticed this, like, it was busy but not busy in the same sentence. It's like weird. It's like a lot of people didn't go out, but then too, a lot of things have changed in the spectrum of COVID. You can't go out type thing. What time is it? I'm going with my H&M blush and peach apricot. So yeah, so considering that I have, and then also too, going back before Christmas, I had close to a 200 piece something, close to 200 piece freezer order supposed to come in, and and 3/4 of my freezer order decided to get throttled. So this is a new term they brought up this year, because I'm working in this company for almost 10 years, be 10 years this coming year. I've been doing this for a long time type thing, so yeah, I'm like I'm in a major pan on this one. So they've talked about throttling and all that stuff. I'm like, well, this to make the warehouse look good to the head office. So pretty much that's pretty much what that means. They're saying, okay, so we have to suffer because we're short-staffed. So we're short-staffed too. And of course, they're having staffing issues currently too right now, which, well, everyone knows. Because this current variant that's going around is like knocking people over. I am gonna go in with my Kosas Airbrow. So the New Year's, like my main concern is like, in this time frame, it's getting shorted on our top sellers, snacking wise, baguettes, and sourdough. Like, well, sourdough I can handle getting shorted because I know how to make it from the mix. Honestly, I prefer making sourdough from the mix, but there isn't very many people in my department that knows how to make it. Which I have to probably going to have to do a review on it with my production team here, how to make sourdough rounds, because the fact that I'll be no longer being at my store here in a few weeks because I'm getting, well, before Christmas I actually went for an interview for a position as I'm going to another store. Hang on, rephrase that. I went for an interview for assistant bakery manager. I've been doing the assistant bakery manager probably since March, but not classified as bakery manager. I've been doing bakery manager, assistant bakery manager position type thing the last few months type thing. I went to my store manager. I'm like, you know what? I'm interested and I'm gonna apply for this position. He was like, yeah, go ahead. You do great. You've been doing really well lately. I'm like, okay, well. I was like, kind of like, oh, I'll apply for it. Yeah, I was like, low key, like, seen that position and like, okay, I'll apply. And they're like, are you gonna apply? I'm like, yeah, what? I'm like, you think I can do it? I was thinking it was like a middle, like, after me fighting and giving up on the baby Wispies, I ended up swapping out to the Ardell's 424 lashes, which I actually like. This eye did not turn out that great. I'm just trying to see the lash band a little bit better, but not too bad. So I am like a rookie in the making of trying to get lashes on, so there for a few, I had like bought some Ardell's, and then I got some more testing out these ones next here soon. Some I had the 424s before, so I found them pretty easy to get on. So yeah, and then I've been using this Duo Lash Glue, the green one. I'm gonna run a piece of hair around my face, or brush adhesive with vitamins. So it's a green one. So. And then I got this little mini one here, so yeah, so a little bit of a story time, me a bit rambling type thing. So I post the videos every Wednesday and Friday at 10 a.m. PST. Don't forget to subscribe, don't ring a bell if you want more Get Ready With Me talking about all sorts of stuff. I'll probably be doing another Get Ready With Me soon in a few weeks when I get to my new store. That will be something else. Especially being at my current store for almost 10 years. It is going to be that last day. Honestly, I might do a Get Ready With Me, try to find and do a excuse me cry proof. Yeah, it's gonna be that last day is gonna be hard. So yeah, stay tuned. I am dying to try another foundation or do a wear test of some sort. So yeah, I think I've gotten an eye up on 2 foundations where I'm interested. The NARS new one and the Dior Glow. So yeah.